Yo, what's up, guys? I'm video, and today I'm going to talk about the rise of Payton Pritchard this season. Right now, my vote for the sixth man of the year will be Payton Pritchard. The guy is 6'1". He's averaging 16 3-and-3 on the season, on 49% from the field and 43% from three. I mean, just the way he gets his buckets. I mean, he just says, I'm getting to my mid-range, I'm getting to the rim, and I'm getting to those corners. He's even like pulling up from like insane, like Payton Pritchard. Y'all heard of Curry range? We're talking about some Payton Pritchard range. The guy is 6'1", just super confident, pulling up from deep. He's been a treat to watch this season, and I just want to go ahead and just break all of this down because Payton Pritchard, 6'1", 195, was the number 26th overall pick in his 2020 NBA draft. Remember a couple years back, he kind of like requested a trade. He's like, man, I was not getting any minutes on the Celtics team. I'm like, Payton Pritchard, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You're one of the best teams in basketball and they're just not utilizing you. I mean, I guess, but whatever. They signed a contract with him. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I did not think Payton Pritchard would be this good because I knew he was a bucket, but Payton Pritchard is a walking bucket, and he's here to stay. He just signed a steal of a contract with the Boston Celtics like 2 off seasons ago. I mean, he's been incredible. Like I mentioned, Payton Pritchard, he not only is he a super confident player, he actually is a willing passer and also a willing defender as well. Like I mentioned, Payton Pritchard is like 6'1", less than 200 pounds, but he's like, you know, one of those like little dogs. Like he gives you like, you feel every single part of that 195 and 6'1" frame. He's just pressure. I point to see him full court pressing. He averaged like 6.2 potential assists per game in his like less than 30 minutes a game. So we get his buckets up. He's a willing passer, willing defender, just a prototypical, really good all-around elite level role player in this league. And shout out to shot creator. I'm gonna go ahead and break down a couple of his shots overall. I want to get into the Celtics as well because they are, in my opinion, still the best team in basketball. I know the Thunder and this, that, and the third, but right now the Celtics, in my opinion, still are the best team in the world. I mean, they're just absolutely phenomenal. And Payton Pritchard's on the Boston Celtics, obviously. Come on now. The Celtics have the 3rd best offensive rating in basketball, and they have the 8th best defensive rating in basketball, so they're top 10 in both. This is what Porzingis just recently coming back, and yeah. So Payton Pritchard overall, let's go ahead and break this down. He's averaging 16 3-and-3, like I mentioned. But the thing about him, his shooting percentage is in the 89th percentile at 67.8%. 3-point percentage at 43.1%. That is in the 85th percentile. He's averaging almost 9 3-point shots a game at 8.6. That is in the 97%. The only thing about Payton Pritchard's game you don't see much of is the ability to get to the rim. He has the 1.7 free throws made per game on average, which is only in the 71st percentile. He also gets steals as well. Like I said, he's a willing defender. He's averaging 1.1 steals per game, which is actually in the 83rd percentile. I'm not going to go out there and get blocks. I mean, he's in the only the 28th percentile at 0.1 blocks per game. I mean, he's Payton Pritchard. I mean, he'll get a block here and there, but it's not anything too crazy at all. So next, I want to get into Payton Pritchard's shot chart, really break all of this down. Like I mentioned, until I really looked at this part as well, shout out to Shot Creator. I've been making a lot more videos because now I have access to this data, so I can actually just look into this really, instead of just like watching games and like realizing certain things. I can actually watch games, and also something I might have forgotten about, I can now actually look at the shot chart and break all of this down for y'all. So Payton Pritchard, he's like I mentioned, he literally said fuck the wing three. Like, you don't really see like any like wing threes from Payton Pritchard. In the left corner, he's money, 60% from the left corner. Right corner, he's 5 of 8, 62.5%, way above league average. You see right here, this is from deep. You see Payton Pritchard, he loves his like half court games, things like that. Over 3 right now, according to Shot Creator. Top of the key though, 40.7%. The 35.3% is the league average, so he's well above league average. And a little mid-range jump shot right here, past the free throw line, he's 53%. And then a little bit in from the free throw line, he is at 81%, and at the rim, he's money, 70% at 21 of 30, while the league average is only 65.4%. Now, digging into the stats, what I really liked, what I saw from Payton Pritchard, what's the overall consistency? Like at his 2-point shooting, he's at 67.9%, 3-point shooting, 43.1%. Look at him at the rim, 70%, mid-range, 53%, above the break, 40%. Like, he's a killer at the rim, mid-range, in the corners, above the break. Now his heaves are over 3, but those are really like, come on. I mean, I know Payton Pritchard's the king of the heave shots and the half-court heaves, and he won the finals, and he won like We know that, but let's be fucking for real. So overall in drives is pretty good as well. 13 of 18. I'll actually show you guys as well, so I'm not just talking, not showing anything. Fadeaway 9 to 10. I just want to break down as well him on the fadeaway. He's a nice little fadeaway mid-range jump shot. Jump shot overall 45%, layups 68%, pull-ups 48. Couple reverses as well, 100%. Surprised he has a couple putback attempts. He's 0 for 2 though, which makes sense because he's only like 6 for 1, like 195 according to ESPN at the very least. Reverses 2 for 2. Transition 36%. Step backs 34.2. He's made 1 tip in and he has 4 turnaround jumps. So I really want to break down overall the fadeaways and then also the turnarounds. Actually, I'll start with the turnarounds if I can get this video going right here. Okay. Do have this going right here. My bad. I forgot I have my speaker on when I meant to have through my headphones, but there we go. So just Payton Pritchard on the turnaround jump shots right here. See quick board Junior guarding him. Just nice little turnaround right there, just right in his eye. Payton Pritchard right now. You see Nicholas Claxton, really good defender on him. Just cash, nothing but net. Payton Pritchard is just nothing but net. He's a walking bucket. You see Keon Johnson guarding him. Then he has Dennis Schroeder, pretty good defender, just right in his eye. Again, with guys like him at 6 for 1, you don't really expect him to be really good at hitting contested shots because again, he doesn't have the size, but he has the confidence, which all you have to have is really confidence nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. And just right at Cam Johnson's face. Nowhere near the height advantage. This is an OT right here. I'm a betting man, so I remember that play exactly because I had his over on points, and that was a shot in OT to put him over. And that was like a Friday, so yeah. That's Payton Pritchard in terms of his turnaround jump shots. I also want to show Payton Pritchard in terms of his fadeaways as well, because one thing about Payton Pritchard is, and also I'm going to show a couple of above the break threes as well, where he just pulls up and he just like, okay, man, he's really good at catching shooting as well. Just a lot to like about Payton Pritchard. Offensively, which I'm gonna probably talk about presumably for this entire video. Like I mentioned, he does get steals and he's a willing defender. But what really intrigues me about Payton Pritchard, and a lot of people as well, is his ability to score the basketball at a really high level off that bench for the best team in basketball. Be that 6-man scorer, provide the mason off the bench every single night, and also be a willing passer as well, which you absolutely love to see. A lot of guys are walking bucks, but they don't want to pass the ball. So Payton Pritchard is not one of those guys. Shout out to Payton Pritchard. Guys see him against my Miami Heat. Just the left corner, cash. Lost in the defense. Tyler Hero on him. Just absolutely fries Hero. Gets him leaning. Cash right in his mouth. Tyler Hero against guarding Payton Pritchard. The battle of the white boys. Pritchard, cash. Just has a really underrated bag overall. Payton Pritchard in the NBA Cup game against the, at that point, undefeated Cavs. Just right in Craig Porter Jr.'s eye. Gets in a bite for the shot fake. Payton Pritchard again right over Payton Pritchard. I mean, we saw this already. I guess that counted as a turnaround and a fadeaway. So, kind of makes sense, huh? And this is how we also saw with Cam Johnson, right? Cam Johnson's eye. Cam Johnson really just never puts a hand up on his face and is just right in his mouth. They're calling him post-up P. Not really showing the audio just in case it gets like blocked or something like that, because it's NBA's. You see who's that? Jonathan Kuminga guarding him. I don't think Kuminga like 7 foot in that play. Just right in his eye. Cash. Good in the midi. Good from 3. Good at the rim. This a 6'1" 3-level scorer is absolutely insane. Let's be honest. You see Musa guarding him, phenomenal rebounder, just nothing but net right in his eye. The height disadvantage he just had, and he was able to just still hit there is genuinely insane. Like Payton Pritchard is a very, very, very great bench scorer. So shout out to Payton Pritchard. Also wanted to show a couple of, so most of his shots are threes, obviously. He's shooting 43.8% from 24 feet and above, which is just absolutely insane. I did want to find like one more thing that really stood out that I wanted to show. He's also decent The only thing that really isn't really great about Payton Pritchard's games that I'm seeing right now, transition, 36%, which makes sense. He is a smaller guard, and step backs, 34%. But outside of that, everything else is pretty green for Payton Pritchard. So wanted to also look at like one more. I'll try to look at like let's say 3-point attempts, let's say above the break. Let's say I'll look at like 4 or 5 above the break threes. Just kind of quickly break this down for y'all. A lot of Payton Pritchard's cooking is done in above the break threes, right at the top of the key. Shout out to Cash Nasty. If you know, you know. So catch and shoot, Cash. I guess that counts as above the break. I mean, they're not really wing threes all the way, but it's like left center, if that makes sense. Kind of like baseball, you know, left center field and things like that. Like this is kind of a wing three, but it doesn't really count as a wing three, I guess. I know what the tripping is. I know Payton Pritchard shot wing threes. I guess it just, according to the shot code, doesn't count as wing threes. Team in the corner, kind of like a wing three. Just Cash on Darius Garland, I believe. You see Evan Mobley, one of the best friends in the basketball, guarding him. Little mismatch for Payton Pritchard. Step back, above the break, nothing but net. There's a nice step back as well. Actually, I might be tripping. Cash. I said last game when they were in the NBA Cup, the Celtics won that game. No, they won this game. That was the Cavs' first loss. Payton Pritchard above the break, right over Dalen Terry, and that is Cash. Payton Pritchard is an absolute walking bucket. The Celtics have done it again, and they have him on an absolute steal of a contract. How amount of money is Payton Pritchard making again this season? Payton Pritchard's on an absolute steal of a contract. Payton Pritchard is on a full, no way. Okay, I thought it was something else. That was his rookie deal, which is 4 years, $10 million. I mean, he sold on a cheap ass deal. 4 years, $30 million. The Celtics basically took a chance on him. He wasn't in the rotation. They gave $30 million. I'm looking like, okay, then it kind of was like maybe you could have gone traded. They were like, nope, we want to keep PP. Pause. They kept him October 28th, 2023. So yeah, Payton Pritchard trying to steal the contract. The Celtics have done it again. Brad Stevens is one of the greatest streamers I've seen in my entire life, my 22 years of existence. And yeah, shout out to the Celtics. They've done it once again. I mean, the rich get richer. Payton Pritchard's been phenomenal. And right now, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, he would be my pick for the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award. So once again, the Celtics, who let them cook? Because Jesus Christ, y'all, basically like everything y'all touch turns to gold. Like it's genuinely insane. Like hats off to Brad Stevens. That man is special. That man is special. Other than that, y'all, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and thanks to your boy John. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.